Well, I touched earlier on what's been happening on the track in 2013. A lot's been happening off it this season. I'm joined by V8 CEO James Warburton. James, good to see you. It has been a cracky year and there's been so much going on behind the scenes. I reckon one of the big ones recently announced, a beauty, Sydney 500 locked in for 3 years.
Absolutely, Matt. I mean, it's fantastic for us to have this showcase event and our grand finale for the year locked in for another 3 years. And we've got such brilliant support. Minister Souris, we're more than a motor race, $50 million worth of economic impact into the state. So absolutely fantastic. So we're delighted.
Well, you know the passion about V8's Supercar supporters. Let me just tell you something. That little viewer vote that we ran in the last 10 minutes, more than 70,000 of you had your say just like that. So they want to get behind their manufacturers and their drivers. Now, I've been letting our viewers know that you've got something special to announce for us in 2014. We're looking at some new formats.
Yeah, look, you know, we very much believe that the fans own the sport, Matt. So we've done a lot of research around our formats and, you know, really thinking about how we, you know, sort of progress the series. And through the commission process, we've simplified it, if you like, to 3 specific formats, which is great.
Okay, well, let's take a look at them. Super Street, Super Sprint, and of course the Pertec Enduro Cup that we are beginning right here. So I'll run you through a few of the details. Maybe you can expand on them. The Super Street, Clipsal race, the Townsville race and the Sydney race now all become 500s.
Yeah, so a big change obviously with Townsville, but again with the street formats, very, very consistent to make sure that every single one of them is a 500, which is great. Bookend the season, beginning, middle and end. And
the Super Sprint format will have 2 races on the Saturday and 1 race on the Sunday at our traditional circuits such as Winton and Symmons Plains, etc. And of course the Pertec Enduro Cup, which covers Sandown, Bathurst and Gold Coast, with the drivers, all the points accumulating, drivers going across those 3 events. And the first Enduro Cup will be settled on the streets of the Gold Coast. Now, 2014 calendar, everybody wants to know when and where and how I book tickets for next season.
Well, look, we were hoping to have it out actually as a bit of a surprise this weekend, but it'll be out by next weekend, Matt, which will be great news. And you know, I think the important thing too with the Super Sprint format is the 2 100k races on the Saturday and a 200k feature race on the Sunday with tyres and fueling. So, you know, again, making sure that every race has points attached to it and really making sure that fans know what they're going to get every time they turn into a race.
All right, mate, that's what we want to do. We want to give you at home and, of course, when you come to a V8 Supercar event, the experience that you're after. James, good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We've got a long afternoon ahead, 161 laps, and looking forward, of course, to Bathurst and Gold Coast and the Sydney 500, as James said, locked in for a few more years.